Hey guys, today I just wanted to talk about the fact that the universe agrees with you. So, a lot of people, when they're manifesting, they get frustrated because it doesn't seem to be working out, and they think that maybe the universe just doesn't want for me to have this, but usually what it is, it's user error. So it comes down to you, and this is more psychology than any type of like woo-woo magic. A lot of people sabotage themselves because they don't believe that they can have what they want, or because of their self-concept. And a lot of it is subconscious, and so you're not really aware of it. But impulsively, you have these quick reactions. And so, what I want for you guys to do is to start paying a lot of attention to your I am statements. Could be in your head or especially out loud or typed. Because, for example, I was watching this one lady's YouTube channel, and she just kept saying, like, I am not available. I am emotionally unavailable. And so she would say, well, so that's why I keep attracting men that are emotionally unavailable. And she keeps affirming this over and over, that she is emotionally unavailable. But then when it comes to other things like her diet, her exercise, she feels like she used to be overweight, and then she changed and now she's not. She used to be poor and then she changed and now she's not, right? So she feels like she is successful, she is thin, she has a nice body now, but when it comes to relationships, she says she is bad at this area. She's bad at relationships. And she says, I am emotionally unavailable. I choose the wrong ones. I'm not ready. And I think she knows this about herself, but it's just a really good example. A lot of people don't put themselves out there to share like their own personal story. And I think that is what made her more interesting than a lot of these other YouTubers out here. Because a lot of these other people, they say, I already got this thing that I wanted, so that's why I'm an expert. But she has enough, I guess, humility to actually like give updates on the process of her basically working on this relationship area of her life and studying manifestation, which is basically psychology. Like I said, it's all psychology, more so than like magic, because a lot of what we read, it's about the fact that we're supposed to control other people, but controlling other people is very draining to your energy. And you have to think about what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad. A lot of trying to control somebody else is very ego driven. So if you think about like a Disney movie and you think about the evil person, a lot of times like Ursula and the Little Mermaid, Snow White, they're very ego driven. And so they want to control other people. And that's what makes them evil. And so we don't want to be like that. We want to be more like Cinderella, or, we just show up looking cute and good things happen. Yay. Like, we want to be more like that than the person that sits there and tries to control everybody else, right? So that's why we want to work on our I am statements and stop affirming negative stuff because it keeps you stuck in a negative place. So you want to say, I am in a good place now. I am open to a relationship now. I am ready to meet somebody special. I have learned from my past, and I have come to a place now where I'm ready. So it's like, okay, universe, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm willing. I'm willing to put myself out there again. I'm willing to forgive myself for maybe, choosing people that weren't right for me, ignoring red flags. That's another thing that people do in the whole law of attraction community, is that they will sit there and ignore red flags. Well, I think part of that is, once again, like being ego driven. So you decided that this person's right for you, and then they're throwing up all these red flags that tells you that they're not going to be right. They're not, they need to maybe come back again when they get in a better place or something, because you'll see a lot of people that they throw up these red flags. But then the law of attraction community says to ignore that, ignore the 3D world, ignore their red flags. And that sounds like a good way to be miserable in a way. Because why do we have these people where they're like, I've been trying to manifest this guy for 3 years now. I think you deserve better than that. Like, if he's not ready, if he's not gonna give you what you want, why would you sacrifice 3 years of your life trying to pretend that things are different? So move on, move forward as fast as you can. Like, fast. Okay, just make that your policy, because you know what you want. If somebody is not what you want, run the other way. Because you care about yourself, right? And because you have a sense of abundance. You can't act like every guy or girl, whoever you're trying to manifest, is the only person out there, because that's a scarcity mentality. You have to act like, okay, if this person's not gonna meet my criteria and I'm getting like a negative vibe from this whole situation, well, I mean, there's other fish in the sea, and you have to just be confident enough in yourself that you don't have to lower your standards, and you don't have to be ego driven just to prove something to yourself or prove something to your friends. Switch it up and move on, or at least be open-minded. So you could be like, okay, universe, I'm trying to make it work right now, and I'm not really sure. I'm gonna be open-minded that maybe there's some better option out there. So I'm gonna see, what presents itself, and just be open-minded instead of locking yourself in, like basically binding yourself to someone and being like, I have to be with this person or no one else. It's the same thing if you're looking for a job. Are you just gonna interview in one place and that's it? And just keep on like affirming that you got this job, but you only interviewed one place and you need a job? I mean, that's not logical. That's not logically the best way to manifest, right? And so if you're looking for a job, the best way to manifest that is to open a lot of doors of opportunities. And so you submit your resume to everything that you think you might be interested in. Job hunting is a lot like dating. So you submit your resume, you meet them, you see what they're like, you go through the process, and you see if it's a good match. Okay, so I want for you guys to really watch your I am statements. I'm guilty of this too. I was guilty of this because I caught myself yesterday. Somebody texted me and they asked me if I was on a date. And it's really easy. Do you guys know what a Freudian slip is? It's really easy to make a Freudian slip if you had like a drink of alcohol. And so I texted back, I thought I was being funny. I texted back, oh, I'm not on a date. I'm the most single person in the world. That's what I said. Oh, I'm the most single person in the universe, I said. And then I caught myself and I was like, you know what? That's kind of self-deprecating humor, and I just affirmed that I'm the most single person in the universe. And it was totally subconscious, because that is so like not a logical thing that I would come up with. It was like an impulsive thing that I just said without really like thinking about what I was doing. And so I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not the most single person in the universe. I'm not, and that's so like, oh, poor me, like victim mentality almost in a way, even though I thought it was funny at the time when I typed it on a text message. So do not let yourself get away with that, because you have to train your mind. You train your mind like you would train an animal, like if you have a puppy or whatever, like you have to train your mind. And so I'm gonna erase that. I'm visualizing that right now, like that. I'm so past that, because I erased that statement and I wrote a new one, and the new one is, I might have been single in the past, but I got myself to a place where I'm ready now and there's a lot of opportunity, and I'm not like some hopeless, the most single person in the whole universe. I am, and that's the other thing, that I'm not statements. The universe doesn't hear the not, so you have to think about what you do want. So once again, you see me like in the process where I'm editing my thoughts and my statements. So I'm not going to say I'm not and then say something bad. I'm going to say something positive. So I am good at relationships. I have learned from my previous relationships. I am ready to be emotionally available to the right person. And I am happy with my life. And so that's what makes me a really good choice for somebody. I genuinely really am very happy and a very positive person to be around. And how important is that, right? You want somebody that is gonna have good vibes, that is not just gonna sit there and think of something to worry about or create problems. Did I just do that I'm not statement again? See, you have to edit that. You have to catch yourself. So you want to affirm, like, I am good at relationships. I am a positive person. I have learned. I'm full of wisdom, and I'm a great choice. And I'm ready to put myself out there and meet some people that are good options and be open-minded. And I am confident in myself and in my future in all aspects. I'm confident about my financial situation. I'm confident about my ability to be successful. I'm confident about my outer appearance, because I put in the effort to take good care of myself. I love myself, and I am already attracting people into my life that they will mirror back to me the love that I feel for myself. So anyways, I hope that is helpful to you. When I think of things I'm going to, keep making videos, so much of this stuff is mental. There are a lot of people on here that'll tell you that you need to control other people and you need to go buy a candle, and there's so many different philosophies, and things work for different people, but when it really comes down to it, a lot of this is just mental psychology, and it is a self-fulfilling prophecy. So what you think about, you bring about. You want to focus on what you do want, not on what you don't want, and you want to see how your thoughts make you feel. And you can catch your thoughts and you can flip it and reverse it, and then you can get a new and a better result. So if you are experiencing some issues or you feel stuck, just take a look at yourself and your thoughts, because the universe and God and everything, it's usually something that's like the law of gravity, like you can count on it to work. So if it's not working, look within yourself and try to see what it is in your mind. But it might not be that obvious. It might be something that's subconscious, like a hidden belief that's very deep seated. And the main time you're gonna see that pop out is just impulsive statements that you don't think about before you say. So make sure that you watch that, because the subconscious mind will override your logical mind. And so you need to think about everything you're saying, because a lot of things people say, it wouldn't pass through their rational, logical mind. And that's how you know that's something subconscious, because it doesn't even make sense. Like, it's totally bizarro land. It's not where you're going. That's not what you want. So that's a subconscious thing. That's something that probably goes way, 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 way back. Okay? And the way to get past it is to move forward and create something new, because you're the one that is in charge of yourself. You're the one that is in charge of what you think about yourself. All of your I am statements are the easiest thing to flip around, because you have control over yourself. And the way that you would persuade and influence somebody else is based on yourself. Okay? So you can be very attractive or you can be very repulsive. And that's something you're doing. That's your vibes that you're putting out there. And so we don't focus on trying to micromanage other people. This whole everyone is you pushed out. What that means is that people read your vibes, they read your energy, and they give you back what you're expecting. And so you put out new energy and then you get new results. And you might get new people too. So, because maybe back in the past, you were attracted to people like as a form of self-sabotage. You were attracted to emotionally unavailable people in the past. But then now that you work on your belief system, now you're just not attracted to the same people. You just don't resonate, and you go your merry ways and you move on. And then all of a sudden you become attracted to different people, and then you get in the right place and you find the right one. You get attracted to somebody that's good for you and that's ready, and then everything works out perfectly. So work on that and be patient. That's another thing. It's some people act like it's waiting for Christmas and there's a present under the tree and they just want to go and unwrap the presents, but everything has its own divine timing. And the human version of the world, the way that we perceive time, and this is a quantum physics thing, so I mean, you can look up like the human perception of time. The human perception of time is just the way that humans understand the universe. So that's why everything you want doesn't just manifest instantly. And you'll notice really wealthy people and really successful people, there's actually a study about it. They're more patient and they have more self-control. And so there was a study where they took children and they made them promise to wait to get the candy until they came back, and they left them alone with the candy, and then they saw if the children would try to take the candy and be sneaky about it and lie because they couldn't control themselves. And I just saw Stormy, Kylie, the Kardashian family. So Kylie just did that little test on Stormy, her little daughter, and it was really cute because Stormy She saw the candy, she wanted it right then, and then she kept saying this mantra, patience, patience, patience. Little tiny kid, she said it out loud. She said patience, 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 and they got that on camera, and it was super cute. And she waited for her mom to come back, and then she got the candy because she waited, and she's just a tiny little kid. And so some of us adults, we have to learn how to be patient. Maybe it's not something that came natural to us, that we didn't learn it when we were a little tiny kid. So now we have to learn it, but we can do it. So yeah, just be patient and affirm good things for yourself, and then it's gonna work out for you guys. So thank you so much for watching this video, and leave things in the comments if you have other ideas for more videos in the future. If you like this, then hit like. If you would like to see more videos, then subscribe. Thank you. Bye.